Good evening. Live from New York, the CC Radio Network is proud to bring you tonight's show, The Rebellious Rev and the Doc, where we talk about religion like you've never heard before. There's no evangelists here, just talk about religion with a twist. So let's get started and have some fun. Welcome our hosts for tonight, The Rebellious Rev and the Doc.
There is no heaven, there is no hell, there is only this world and its dark reflection. And we do not know in which of the two worlds we are.
Anytime, anywhere, I can pray, and Jehovah will hear what I say. When each morning I wake, I remember to take just a moment to thank Him for this day, for the wonders I find on the way. In my mind, in my heart, I can pray, even when there's a crowd and I can't pray out loud. Still Jehovah will hear me anyway. Anytime, anywhere, I can pray, and Jehovah will hear what I say. In the night He will hear when I call. He is near. Anytime, anywhere, I can pray.
Live from lovely Oceanside in New York.
In the snow.
In the snow.
On spring.
Spring day gets spring snow. Welcome to I'm the Rebellious Rev.
And I'm the Doc, and I'm the Doc.
I'm the Doc, and you're the Doc. You know,
I'm the Doc.
I fell the other day.
You what?
I fell.
You fell.
So I went to the doctor.
Yeah?
I said,
What did he
Doc,
say?
I fell on my butt and I hurt myself.
He said you won't be thinking for a while, huh?
No, he said I bruised my tailbone.
Well, that's what they call the butt, the tailbone.
Yeah,
the
I know,
coccyx.
but why would I have a tail?
Well, it depends, because that plays right into today's topic, you know.
Which
Evolution versus creationism. Are we evolved from lower forms of animal, or, as it says in the Bible, did God make us in His image? And if God made us in His image, does God have a tail?
Maybe. Did Adam and Eve have a tail? I don't know.
I don't know, but talk about Adam and Eve and all this religion. I really feel we should tell our loyal listeners that we have regards for them. From Chad, they may remember Chad. The Rev and I gave him a call just before we went on the air.
He is a born-again Christian.
Living up in the Rochester area, and he was thinking of us, but he is extremely busy tonight, and we promised him that we would call him during the week, and hopefully we will be able to get him back on the show for a return performance next Friday.
Yeah, we'll give him a little airtime. See if he can convert us.
He can have as much airtime as he likes. It's okay.
Of course. Anyway.
That's all we have is air.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our phone number is 646-595-3275. 3275.
And again, this is something that, you know, it's either you believe or you don't believe. Do you believe that man evolved from lower species, and that would be evolution? Okay, or do you believe, as it says in the Bible, that God made man in His image, and therefore man and the earth are only about 6,200 years old?
Well, I think it's been proven that it's a little older than that.
I know you said you feel sometimes you're a lot older than 6,200 years.
Well, you know, it could be that the earth existed up to 6,200 years, but that's when Adam and Eve were created.
Well, man was not created at the beginning, as we know. I mean, on first and second day, God created the heavens and the earth and this separated the earth from the sky and the waters, and he made life in the water, the fishes and the animals in the Garden of Eden. The last form of human, not human actually, but the last form of life, animal life that God created was man and woman. Mm-hmm. Okay, he created them, it says in the Bible, in his image. And he created woman so that man would have a companion. Although when you get to be married, as long as Felix and I are married, sometimes that could present a problem because all you get are arguments, one way or the other. You're never right.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Now, did God create dinosaurs?
Well, you see, that was a big controversy back when Sarah Palin was in her heyday, because according to Sarah Palin, she was just going by what she saw on TV. The Flintstones had Dino the dinosaur, and according to, and I must apologize, I have a terrible tickle in my throat, and I will probably be coughing a lot. But the bottom line is that, Sarah saw Fred and Barney with Dino the dinosaur, and therefore, all of a sudden, man existed during the time of the dinosaur. And we know that didn't happen, not scientifically, certainly. So,
well, there's more than science. It's a word called faith.
Did you say fate or faith?
Faith.
F-A-I-T-H.
F-A-I-T-H, faith.
Faith, hope, and charity.
Yeah, without faith, it's meaningless, the Bible.
Well, look, I remember having a very, very brief discussion one time with my sister's rabbi upstate. A conservative temple, not Orthodox, but still. And Rabbi said that as an educated man, as a man of science, his leanings are a certain way. But then again, to reconcile that with your faith, you have to take so much of it on faith as well.
That's what I just said, it's faith.
God created the world in 6 days, and on the seventh day he rested. Again, but we want to know what the audience thinks. We don't want to know what you and I think.
Well, that's for good reason.
Because we don't think.
Exactly.
Especially somebody like you who fell on his tailbone. I was wondering what that thing was.
Hanging out,
dangling behind.
Yeah, no, he put a bandage on. He put a bandage on my tailbone. I could wiggle it now and shake it around.
Well, shake it up, baby. Let's twist and shout.
I look like a cat with a bandage on his tail. Anyway, so as a scientist, the Bible doesn't really make a lot of sense. If you're a scientist, let's look at it logically. An atheist, a scientist, will not believe that it could be. Would you agree on that?
Oh, beyond the shadow of a doubt.
Beyond the shadow of a doubt.
Most definitely.
Now you have an educated scientist who goes to church.
Or synagogue.
Or synagogue.
Or a place of worship.
Or go to his mosque. Or wherever it might be. What he's got, the difference from the atheist, is he's got faith also. That makes the difference, basically. Now, faith is not based on reality. Faith is based on what you believe and what's in your heart.
That's true. You're faced with a health problem. And, doctors, one of the last things that doctors bring up usually, they ask you if you have faith. Are you a person of faith? If you have faith, you turn to God. and you pray for a solution to whatever problem it is that you may or may not have.
That's true. Otherwise, if you don't, then you have no faith, and that is your last hope sometimes.
That's exactly what it is. You're 100% right. It is your last hope.
And unfortunately, I'm sure if you're a scientist, 99% of the time, you'll be a goner too.
Well, but look at somebody like Stephen Hawking. Okay, he was not supposed to live as long as he has. And being able to communicate using a computer, okay,
But for every Stephen Hawkins, how many people don't make it?
Well, that's the whole thing. Stephen Hawking is a very rare commodity in the medical and scientific field, to exist so long with such a debilitating illness, only to get worse. You're never going to get any better. And to do the things that he has done, it's nothing short of a miracle, really, when you think about it.
Unfortunately, there are too few miracles in life, which makes you...
Yeah, there are miracles, and then there's you and me, Felix. Yeah, what can I tell you?
You have to really be... I don't particularly believe everything that's in the Bible. Matter of fact, I haven't read most of the Bible. To me, it's basically a well-written...
Well, from what I gather, it's one of the books that you have in your bathroom that when you open it up, it still crackles, from the spine because you haven't opened it too much lately.
But I've never been much of a religious person as far as reading the Bible. And as you probably know, I'm really pretty much anti-large church and organized religion anyway.
Well, you see, organized religion does that to itself because when it comes to organized religion, and right now I'm talking about the three major religions. It could go for all religions, but the bottom line is it's always, what have you done for us lately?
Listen, we've got somebody knocking on the door. It's a friend of ours. Let's go hear what she's got to say.
I'm Millie Acaboni. As I awaken each morning, I am surprised and happy because I am still here after 92 years. I talk to God, or sometimes to Mother Nature, or to Creator of all things. It's all the same to me, but mostly to God, because way back then, it was only God. I give thanks for another day on this beautiful and mysterious planet. My first prayer is for my children and grandson. Thank you, God, for their very good health, and may they always have love, compassion, and laughter. Throughout the day, I give thanks for many, many things as they happen. I ask for help as I hear a crying, hurting dog, as I hear and see threats of an oncoming storm, as I hear of a sick neighbor, and as I drive by a curled up man lying on the street. My day is filled with prayers. Each night I sit on my bed and give thanks for the past day. I ask for these people killing wars to end and for the military to return home to loved ones. And I pray they can live a good life, a healthy life, regardless of the horrible memories of war. And please, God, may we not have future wars. I pray at this time especially, may our politicians be more worthy of the